players for the Panthers over the years that are difference makers.
Here come the Pens in transition. Achari's shot is stopped by Bobrovsky. Rebound, score! Noel Acciari! A little alley-oop to the back of the net. 20 seconds in, it's 1-0.
What a save by Shelovs. I was talking about that save on Verhaeghe just before that. The Penguins do the same thing. Immediately off a D-zone draw, they get up on their fourth line as well. And I didn't think this line was very good last game against Tampa Bay. And coming into this one, we talked about response. You want to see the Penguins respond and get back going again.
For Carlson, wrist shot deflects wide. Repel behind the cage. Banks it back to Chinakhov. Carlson passing to Chinakhov. Here's Crosby looking. Carlson fires. Scores! Carlson's got the goal. But Sidney Crosby's got 1,755 points. He's tied Stevie Y for the 7th most ever.
Great execution and passing. Chinakhov right through that seam to Sidney Crosby, and there was some motion away from the puck. Guys sliding, trying to make themselves available. And Carlson just collapsed down into that spot as the Panthers penalty killers are trying to cover everyone.
Novak knocked to the ice. Forsling, the outlet pass for Reinhart. His shot saved. Shelov, rebound, they score. And that is the response Florida needed. AJ Greer pops it in. It's a 2-1 game.
Injuries has gotten to play a little bit of a bigger role, no question. Well, this is a long-range shot. That rebounds there, and Greer just puts his head down and gets to that far post to clean up that rebound. Jumps around Ryan Shea, gets body position, gets his stick on that puck, and finds a 5-hole. Had a good night's sleep last night.
I was gonna say, we're talking about the guys on the ice. Colby Armstrong came to play.
It's Saturday night.
That's true.
We gotta be ready.
Shot deflects in. Seth Jones let it go. That bounced its way past Shelovs. And after the Penguins raced out to a 2-0 lead, it's Florida with the last two, and it looks like Jones might get credit with this one. It's 2-2.
Rebound. Just will and determination to get to that puck. I just talked about Ryan Shea with the sifter at one end. Novak unable to tip that one past Bobrovsky. In this one, Raquel trying to get a glove on it. Trying to get the block out front. Look at all these bodies it has to go through. 3 different Penguins players, plus...
Into the corner, Letang smacks it around. Girard will wait for it there. Down low all by himself. Novak is robbed by the glove of Bobrovsky.
Well, what a shift. Up in and around the net because of that 5-man rotational movement. Here's that chance. Novak left all alone. You can see the Florida Panthers having trouble. And who's got who? Where's these guys going? Here again early, it's been all Penguins.
Getting off the face-off, can't clear. In front, deflection! Mantha put it to the net! It hopped past Bobrovsky. Anthony Mantha's got number 31. And that one's for baby Estelle.
A lucky goal here, no question, but it's the movement, it's the rotation. You can see Florida. And that's Forsling. Losing his man in front. Mantha just trying to get it to Brazeau. And then in desperation, kind of out of position, just trying to go stick on puck is Forsling.
Would he ever love to get off the schneid? So close moments ago. Robbed by Bobrovsky. He's got it here to Waterspoon. Shoots. Save made by Bobrovsky.
Move to wing, back to center, back to wing. But this shot, bodies at the net. Yeah, it looked like it hit Raquel's skate.
Pass deflects to Russ. Pivots away from Jones. Russ gets dumped. Crosby back to the point. Carlson keeps it in. Here he comes. Down low, Malkin. Score! A moment made for Malkin. 1,400 points. The 23rd player ever.
Yeah. Carlson was all over the ice. He was everywhere. In Crosby-like fashion, Evgeny Malkin off a shot pass from Karlsson. But man, did they have to work to keep pucks in, keep plays alive. And what a roof might have popped off this arena.
Pens right back in. Here's Novak. Throws it in front. Score! Gino's got two. It's 5-2 Pittsburgh.
Go in transition, playing fast, getting to the net. I love that. You can hear Evgeny Malkin yelling and cheering before the crowd erupts. Gino loves scoring, doesn't he?
Does he ever? Nobody likes him more than Evgeny Malkin. Great reactions always.
17th goal of the season.
Dewar, all kinds of trouble for the Panthers, forced another turnover. Pavorka. Able to clear. There's Dewar once more. Throws it in front. Score! Elmer Soderblom goes upstairs. What a shift!
Now we talked about the importance of this line. After a goal, for or against, they can come and be difference makers. And I talked about the determination of the Penguins on Evgeny Malkin diving for pucks, staying on pucks. There must have been 5 or 6 relentless stick-on-puck turnovers by this line that led to this eventual shot pass deflection. Dewar to Soderblom. He must have been listening to me there.
Off the draw, Samoskevich is robbed by Shelov. Back in front.
Need that to score, but to shoot it, just not to hit anybody. There's that shot from long range through traffic, rebound, reacting and limping off. Now he's stuck to stay out on the ice. That was going in if it didn't hit Karlsson.
Chinnikov set alone and a save made by Tarasov.
Could drop it to Chinnikov, kind of like that Malkin chance. There's a Chinnikov chance.
Charges ahead. Over to Crosby, ricocheted away from him. Chips it back to Karlsson though. Raquel down low, Malkin. Back for Raquel, backhander, score! Ricard Raquel gets it on the fun. A power play goal for Pittsburgh, and it's 7-2.
And then just determination, staying on pucks, making quick plays in tight situations as has scored a Panther penalty kill, trying to force. It hasn't worked here tonight. 3 power play goals for the Penguins. Raquel, forehand to backhand, elevates it upstairs, blocker side.
Ben Kindle on that Penguin bench. Tommy Novak is taking this shift here with Mantha and Brazos. Something to keep an eye on. As Shea dips around Boquist. Shea into the slot, shoots, scores! Ryan Shea got a bounce. He's on the score sheet. 8-2.
Ryan Shea pairing with Clifton, but Ryan Shea, that's so hard. Great elusive skating, kind of flashes a shot right there, see you later as he walks to the middle, and then he's got to get it back to his forehand. So he's walking it on his backhand, but you got to bring it back so Boquist can get his stick on that puck. And
left wing for Greer. Takes it back in, good back check by Tommy Novak, and he'll strip the puck, send the Pens back ahead. Malkin with a step for the hat trick, saved by Tarasov.
71 starts galloping, look at him here through the neutral zone. And he just went around.
Probably a big reason the Penguins staff feels comfortable using him in the middle.
I think they really like him there. Dan Muse, before this game, met with the media and just said they've loved this game.
Malkin a steal, he scores! And there's the hat trick for Gino Mosino! Let him fly, Pittsburgh!
For 71. The hats are ripping and he was hungry, he wanted it. He lost the handle on a few attempts and a few tries. And we're talking about how good Raquel was, and just like that, a turnover, and it's on the stick of Evgeny Malkin, and he makes short work of it here. Little dangle, how's she going? Tarasov over to the far side of the net.
First year of that 8-year extension he signed after the cup win for Florida. He's actually got a career high 26 goals as Gregor moves it around Clifton and scores. Noah Gregor with some dance moves and the finish, and it's 9-3.
And then found Gregor, who can skate. He had their last chance down the other side of the ice. Shelov's fought that one off. This one, he takes it in and around Clifton. Then back through the 5-hole on a stretched out Shelov's. Yeah, priorities.
I was about to say, okay, I see where I am on the pecking order.
He stuck you an absolute body bag.
Yeah, truth hurts.
Look out.
Truth hurts.
Back down at ice level, Samoskevich scores. And it's 9-4.
And they got up ice in a hurry. Samoskevich, a really good young player here for Florida Panthers. A perfectly placed shot over the blocker side.
Letang on the rebound. To the point for Girard. He'll shoot off the crossbar.
Look at that thing. It came all the way out to their own blue line. There with Evgeny Malkin and Raquel, but here's that slap shot by Sam Girard. That thing came all the way out. That was a rock.